Hey guys, ADA has shown a remarkable growth of more than 157% in the last 2 months, but haters still believe that ADA has no future and don't even consider the possibility of its future growth. Will we see ADA at $5? And how much ADA do you need to become a millionaire in the next few years? Let's find out. To start things off, I'd like to go back to my previous videos. In the last 2 months, I have published 2 videos on Cardano, and in both of them, I talked about my vision for the future of the token, both in the short and long term. This is what we can see after my first video, and this is the growth we see after the second video. So in less than 2 weeks from the last video, we have seen a 74% increase, and the haters continue to underestimate this asset. And I believe that is a huge mistake, because this is definitely not the last significant growth of the token that we will see in the next few years. Let's just look at very simple scenarios where you didn't watch my video and did nothing with the information, but took a more comprehensive approach to this topic. If you had decided to do your own research and buy back ADA after my video, you would have already seen plus 74% on the position. And if you also took into account the first video in the last 2 months, it would have been plus 149%. It is important to see the real picture in time and react accordingly. After all, you can always wait for a great entry point and never see it. And you don't have to go far to see that if you had invested $1,000 in time, you would have $2,200 by now. Many people simply do not understand the true potential of Cardano. The project is developing despite all the problems in the market. And this comment from my subscriber shows the point I'm trying to make in a very cool way. The project team is constantly working on improving it and putting a lot of effort into realizing its main idea, simplifying the connections between blockchains. But don't be disappointed if you didn't make it to this pump, because in this video I'll tell you if it's possible to become a millionaire with ADA, how many tokens you need to hold, and how much you need to invest. I want to give you a spoiler right away. It is possible to become a millionaire with ADA, but you should always remember the risks of investing in cryptocurrencies. This video is not a financial recommendation, just my own thoughts and views. And now to my first preview and thoughts about ADA. As always with my videos of this type, we start by looking at the worst case scenario I see for the next bull market. I'd like to start by saying that ADA is currently at 55 cents, which is 80% off its all-time high. And now there are a lot of rumors and opinions about crypto investors who believe that ADA will not be able to return to the old levels. I don't agree with this opinion, but let's consider this possibility, shall we? What price levels can we expect in this case? It seems to me that it would be appropriate to compare ADA to Sol in the last bull market. Although ADA had a much larger market cap at the time, Solana has performed well since then, even overtaking Cardano. So if you try to compare Solana's market cap in the last bull market, you can see 4x and a price of $2.20 for ADA. In my opinion, this is the most bearish forecast. Only I think the $2.50 price is more realistic. So let's calculate how many tokens you need to have to make $1 million in this scenario. At this point, you need to invest $220,000 to get $1 million. Is that a lot? Yes, it's a lot, but I set different selling prices for myself, so investing $220,000 and selling tokens at $2.50 is not the best idea, in my opinion, because there is a high probability of getting out of the token and seeing it continue to fly up. But again, I want to remind you that this is by no means financial advice. Before we move on to a more positive view of the situation and the possible price of the token, please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more interesting videos. When talking about Cardano, it is impossible not to mention Ripple and XRP. After all, both teams are working to improve cryptocurrencies and the space around them, although they do so in different areas. Moreover, both tokens are constantly receiving a lot of hate. So let's compare them and see if ADA has the potential for growth using XRP as an example. XRP, like ADA, has already dropped more than 80%, which is certainly a lot. However, both cryptocurrencies are holding up quite well and even growing a bit. At the moment, XRP still has an advantage over ADA, and even with the current market cap of XRP, Cardano could grow to almost $1, which would be good for the current market, but not for a bull market. Therefore, this option does not even make sense to consider. But if we look at the highs of the previous bull market, we can see more realistic numbers. $3.74 per ADA is a very good price, which is already much higher than in the previous bull market. But for a realistic pre-bull market, I see a slightly higher price of $4. First, $4 is a good psychological level. Secondly, Cardano is not standing still and is pumping its ecosystem, which is already much bigger than Ripple's. In my opinion, this could be one of the key moments when ADA will be able to achieve the results that XRP showed in the last bull market. In addition, I believe that the new bull market could greatly change the crypto market as a whole. We are about to witness a series of events that could change cryptocurrencies forever in the eyes of crypto enthusiasts and the world at large. The beginning of a big push will be the introduction of Bitcoin ETFs, which could well happen in early 2024. And this could definitely be the start of a bull market, although who knows, maybe it's already underway. The second bullish factor will be the halving of BTC. Although historically this hasn't changed the price of BTC itself in the short term, this could change in the current market. After all, against the backdrop of the introduction of Bitcoin ETFs and possibly the opening of applications for Ethereum ETFs, we are likely to see a system failure and a corresponding cryptocurrency reaction to the BTC halving. Therefore, taking into account all these factors, I believe that the ADA will also react quite positively to all this. Finally, let's calculate how much ADA you need to have to become a millionaire in the most likely scenario. If we consider the old all-time high market cap of XRP, then for 1 million you need to buy 265,000 ADA at the current price and sell it at a price of $3.76. And for such an investment you need to have $146,000. But what if we consider the exit point of ADA at $4? In this case, you will need 15,000 tokens less, and therefore you will have to invest $10,000 less. As I said, I think this option is the most likely because ADA has the potential to return to the old all-time high and even go much higher. And now I suggest you consider the most bullish option possible at the top of the bull market. Cardano positioned itself as a new Ethereum killer that would take over the DeFi market once and for all and become a leading innovator. I think it's no secret that Cardano has not even come close to realizing this plan and becoming at least as big an ecosystem as Ethereum. Let's just compare them. It doesn't take long to see the huge gap between Ethereum's TVL and Cardano's TVL. The gap between these numbers is just huge. I have huge doubts that Cardano will ever be able to reach at least half of Ethereum's TVL, because the latter has a daily volume many times higher than Cardano's TVL. And this, in my opinion, is a huge problem for Cardano, because despite its technological capabilities, it is not used. There are already many other projects on the current market that can really claim the title of ETH killer. And although Cardano has a more advanced ecosystem compared to Ripple, it is still a long way from Ethereum. However, I am almost certain that the project team is well aware of this and is working on it. So who knows, maybe we will see growth in the future. I was also interested in some of the points made by Cardano's CEO Charles Hoskinson. It's not a game of Ethereum versus Cardano versus Algorand versus Solana. If you think that's the game, we've already lost. The game is crypto versus CBDCs. That's the game. You know, there's social credit and CBDCs for 1.2 billion people in China. It's coming, and it's already rolling out. They already have a social credit to decide whether you can ride the train or get your passport or not. Well, it's very trivial to say, we're going to put this on your money now. I particularly like Charles' line about interoperability. Interoperability is the difference between living on an island and living in the world. This is a pretty cool reflection of the real goals Hoskins has for himself and the company. It makes it clear that they are not chasing first place, but working together to make this crypto world a better place for everyone. But let's not stray from the point of the video and get back to our math. Despite the obvious loss of Ethereum, Cardano still has a good chance. So I decided to compare their market capitalization. Unfortunately, I don't think it will reach the same level as Ethereum, but I believe that 150 to 170 billion market cap is a possible figure in case of the most positive development of events. In addition, there are some positive factors that give me hope for the possibility of such a scenario. According to a report from Santiment, wallets with balances of more than 100,000 ADA continue to accumulate the coin. The total number of Cardano addresses holding ADA has reached a staggering 2.7 million, which shows confidence among long-term holders. Cardano received a strong vote of confidence last month. Major holders accumulated 1.89 billion ADA last month, equivalent to over $600 million at current prices. The big players continue to accumulate and increase their positions, showing a high level of confidence and loyalty to the project, which is a pretty cool indicator. And this gives some hope because once even 10 billion in capitalization seemed impossible for Cardano. So let's calculate how many tokens you need to have to become a millionaire, assuming that Cardano reaches the capitalization of Ethereum. In the case of such positive growth in a bull market, The price of ADA could reach $7.60. In this case, we will have to invest $71.5 thousand now and buy 130,000 Cardano coins. These are very good numbers. I would like to anticipate the comments that you will never become a millionaire. Such investment amounts are indeed not available to every market participant. But don't forget that you always have to start somewhere. Even if you invest $1,000 now, you will get quite a lot of money when you sell your tokens for $2.5 to $3. In this business, the main thing is to start and then make a profit. But again, I want to remind you that this is not a financial recommendation, but just my thoughts and a vision of the market. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the growth of coins. Thanks for watching. Your Coin Post.